Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. Sorry about the terribly long wait, but I've had some technical difficulties back at home, but I figured since I was visiting my older brother, and I'm able to use his computer, I might as well go ahead and give it a try recording. Even though this is a Vista, I hope it'll go over well, at least. So... Alright, continuing right from where we left off. I actually don't have a whole lot to say about this game other than in between the last episode and this one, I replayed this game a few times in an attempt to make sure I knew what everything was going on, so at least hopefully I'll be able to remember where all the bonus levels are and everything. So anyway, yeah, a lot has been happening since I last left you, so I have a few things to talk about, like, I actually tried recording recently, or not recently, not more recently than the last episode, but basically what I tried to do was play through the stages I'm playing through right now, except Gregian crashed for some reason. I don't really know why, but... So I had to... Part of the reason why I was waiting on doing this is because I had to work my way back up to this point in order to actually continue. But we're back, so... Anyway, as far as things I've done since last time, I actually went down to Indianapolis. Yeah, I went outside. Can you believe it? But the reason why we went down there was because my little brother wanted to go down to the Lego store. We don't have one where we live, so we went all the way down there for. We went all the way down there for, his birthday, more or less. And we had some fun, and I brought along a digital camera, but I forgot to bring along extra batteries. So I actually, this is where the story starts to get a little good, actually. But essentially, I went on a quest for some AA batteries. It's actually kind of surprising how many stores I had to, like inside the mall, I had to walk through. I mean, at first there was like just a bunch of clothing stores, a bunch of some restaurants, but I eventually came across a Sears, which, seeing a huge flat screen TV at the front of the store, I was like, you know what? I bet they've got AA batteries, because I don't usually go into Sears, but that's an easy assumption to make. I mean, you got to have a TV remote for your TV, so of course it's got to run on AA batteries. And I went inside and looked at the shelf. There was no AA batteries in sight. I asked an employee to help me out. Oh, I think I just skipped out on that DK token. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, I'll just keep moving forward. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes, I went to the... I asked an employee to tell me where to find AA batteries, and apparently he only knew where they were on the shelf, and apparently went to the back. They didn't have any there either, and they told me to go to the hardware department, which was more or less a quest in and of itself, because the actual directions didn't make a whole lot of sense at the time, but I eventually found it, and again, it took me a while to find the actual AA batteries, because things aren't really all that sorted out there. But eventually I did finally find them, and yeah, I made my way back to my mom and little brother and got some pictures, including some inside the Lego store. Later on, we actually went to a Lego something or other as well, except this one was actually in town, and it was showcasing a bunch of, I guess you could say user-created content, if you really want to call it that. But, oh, That wasn't the part that I thought it was. Anyways, basically it's a bunch of Lego creations by like average people for the most part, which a lot of it was really impressive. I took a lot of pictures, and yeah, that's about it for stuff that I originally wanted to talk about when I tried recording this episode before, but even more stuff has happened since then. I'm like I said, I'm far away from home. I'm visiting. Fail. I'm visiting my older brother and his wife and somebody else. Yeah, she's sorry, she's actually next to me, but she didn't really want to. But she didn't really want to talk. But how is your username pronounced? Yeah, the YouTube one. Okay, China Ash. I had no idea. Anyways, yes. We're dating. That's. So yeah, this has been a rather nice trip, I guess you could say. And I'm not with my family. I actually came alone. Only not in a creepy I'm gonna get murdered sort of way. She's cracking up. Anyways. So yeah, I actually came with one of my mom's friends who was heading to LA. She actually visits our little town of Fort Wayne on vacation, which is, it's kind of weird, but you know, whatever floats your boat. And yeah, so that's pretty much how I got here. And that trip alone was pretty crazy in and of itself. Even though she has a GPS, it actually like got her lost a couple times. We actually, when I started the trip, I had like $2 or $3 in quarters, but ended up using most of them because not only did she run out of quarters, but we kept on going through toll booths because we kept on like the GPS wasn't really being concise for the most part. Yeah, that's. We should have been gotten here at like 2 a.m. or something, but ended up getting here at like 5. So, and yeah, the trip in and of itself was a little bit of a like I had to. She has 3. The car itself was really stuffed. It was like I can only bring like a backpack of stuff of my personal things, like my clothes and everything. So I wasn't able to bring a lot, though I did bring what I could. Yeah, I think you can't tell, but there's supposed to be like an invisible DK barrel there, which I guess is there just so that you can still get the thing there. Excuse me. And so yeah, and what was I saying before? Oh yes, I was saying that. Actually, no. Before I finish that anecdote, I wanted to go ahead and say that I hate this stage. I hated it when I was a kid too, because mostly because of that fish you see down there. It's called a snapjaw. It moves extremely fast and can't die. So yeah, this stage is annoying, but there's a far more annoying stage later on that we'll get to much later on in the game. But it basically, crying out loud, it serves the same basic purpose of having a stage where you climb up as quickly as you can. Yeah, Donkey Kong. Of course. Anyways, when traveling, I actually had to be with Are you kidding me? I was traveling in a stuffed car with her 3 little dogs, one of whom actually would scream. Not joking here. It would open up its mouth and start screaming whenever my mom's friend was like out of the vehicle. So whenever she had to pump gas or go to a restroom or something, it would just start squealing. Actually, I just remembered a bonus stage that I just missed out on, so I went ahead. Might as well kill myself so I can go back and get it. But anyways, at least I think it's right over here. It should be. Are you kidding me? At least I have plenty of lives, but man. Anyways, so yeah, it was... If you know anything about me, you know I hate loud noises and high-pitched noises, so a squealing dog was just unbearable for the most part. It didn't happen a whole lot, but yeah, there was also I actually got car sick, although I didn't actually throw up, and which it's kind of weird that because I don't usually get car sick. Maybe it's because of the long trip, or maybe I was tired. I don't know, but essentially I almost threw up, but I managed to pull through without, because I really detest the feeling of throwing up. It's just, I mean, I don't know about you, but it just, like, I'll do what I can to resist the urge to vomit. Anyways, let's see, what else has happened since then? Sure. Oh yes, I helped out my sister-in-law with, actually no, I helped out her mother with a garage sale. I helped set up stuff, and I also, let's see, what else did I do? Oh yeah, actually I think that's pretty much all I did. I helped set up stuff. I organized a bunch of things, and then and on the day of the actual garage sale, I pulled out the things that were supposed to be for sale. Oh crap! I should have remembered that. I really should have remembered that, because that is something. Because I see the DK token right there, just taunting me. Like, oh, look at me, you didn't collect me, you idiot. So, yeah, just like that, I'm gonna come back to it. Oh yes, this is sort of like a... Dang it, I'm trying to do it as quickly as possible, but the game does not like it when you rush. Anyways, there's not much to say about this stage, except that it's sort of like a puzzle, barrel-based puzzle, where all you gotta do is time it just right now. There we go. Aww. If I recall correctly, there's like 2 bonus stages in this one of which is kind of hidden, but at the same time, not all that hard to figure out. Like, when you actually get down to it, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's a little hard to describe, other than just showing. There we go, there's the first one. One that if you don't remember how it goes, it's not like, you have to... Shouldn't it go up? No, I guess not. Ah, dang it. I feel like I'm not going to get it now. Or maybe I will. Right there. Dang it. I thought I was going to get it in the other. There we go. I've been screwing around too much. I get the feeling I'm not going to get it. maybe I will. Oh! Yeah, with 6 seconds to spare. Apologies if I sound a little dull in this episode, but at least I don't sound as sleepy as last time. At least hopefully not. Oh. I thought I was gonna die right there. Because I didn't have Diddy with me. But I guess you can shoot up into spikes, just not down into them. Aha! I was not expecting to do that. Wow. Sometimes I just get a little hasty, and then sometimes it seems like I do something pro. Like, crying out loud. And then that happens. Pull off a stupid mistake. I kind of marveled too much at hitting the spikes and then not dying that I hit the other spikes and died. I guess this game keeps you on your toes. Anyways, yeah, that balloon will just float away if you don't hurry and grab it, but at the same time, hurrying and grab it is not necessarily a desirable. Screw the barrels, I'm just gonna float my way down. Oh. Oh, by the way, you probably won't notice this, but I'm actually recording with the recording software in SNES 9X rather than with Gregian. I just decided to go ahead and give it a try, hoping that it will actually work. Because if you've been watching my Let's Plays, you know that the recording software in SNES 9X doesn't always cooperate. So for a while, it's up right there. You see that? Alright, now we have squawks, which, yeah, you can drag on the drag on the spikes, but if squawks himself gets hit by anything, then you take damage. Yet strangely enough, if an enemy touches the columns, then it counts as taking damage. So, again, I don't really know if it's a bug or, you know, just something in the game. Anyway, if the sound sounds different than last time, it's because instead of using the microphone built into the laptop, which I didn't bring, obviously, I'm using my Guitar Hero microphone. And I can only hope that the quality is good. It's not as sensitive, but you know, it hopefully the quality is good. That's the bottom line, I guess I should say. And I just realized I'm trailing on almost 20 minutes, so I should probably wrap this up. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and save. And hopefully this episode will have made up for my long absence. So, and I hope you enjoyed the episode, and hope to see you next time. And I hope I'll stop using hope so many times in the same